Yo, it's your boy UNKASA. I'm here with Mikey T, the movie star. Report card ready, yo. You already know what it is.
Can you tell me about when you first recorded with Cameron and actually how you two met for the first time?
Met Cameron through a mutual friend, Lupe Fiasco. Shout out to Lupe Fiasco. Gumbo, Jokes Up. We had a little crew called the Taliban that stood for taking a look in Black American neighborhoods. You know what I'm saying? Around the time where the Taliban was kind of not the thing to represent. You know what I'm saying? And that was just a place that everybody came to. Every hip hop artist, don't matter who it was, every street dude used to just pull up on 145th because that's where we used to hustle at, 145th and Broadway. We used to sell the mixtapes, the Cool G, the Iceberg, cell phones, anything we can basically get our hands on. That was our hustle spot. So they used to, around the time when Cam was doing the SDE thing, he used to come around a lot, you know what I'm saying? And one day he came, it was raining outside, and he came and sat in the van just smoking a few blunts. And I told him, I was like, yeah, I know you just signed my little bro Juelz Santana. He's like, yo, you know Santana? I was like, yeah. No, word, that's Lil Juju. And he was like, word. He said, you rap too? I was like, yeah, I rap. He was like, let me hear you. I spit like 100 bars for Cam. Blew his mind. That nigga told Luke, I like, you hot niggas, man. You hot in talent. And from that day on, he was like, yo, I want you to come fuck with this set.
So before that meeting that day, what did you actually know about Cameron? Was there like hood rumor about him? Was there street, music momentum starting to build?
I was always a fan of Cam from the Confessions of Fire album. You know what I'm saying? I used to see Cam in the hood. You know what I'm saying? Cam and him was a little older than me, but I used to see him in the hood. We like Harlem is real small. You know what I'm saying? Harlem stretched from about 155th to about 110th. You know what I'm saying? East to west. So, if you popular, Cam was an All-American, so he was popular playing ball. He was tearing niggas up back in the days, rhyming and shit when he was Killer Cam and Murder Mace, you know what I'm saying? Children of the Corn Day. So I always heard of him, but I really got acquainted with Cam like 99, 2000, something around there.
That's what's up, man. So following that day where you were actually able to spit for him, like you said, 100 bars, after that moment, what type of a relationship did you two take on?
Cam always embraced me, you know what I'm saying? Out of me and Juelz was always friends, but out of the whole set, like the members, Cam and Juelz really embraced me, you know what I'm saying? It was always embracement coming from Cam. He always tried to put me in a position to display my talent. Cam, he paid me to write for a few of his artists too, you know what I'm saying? So I always salute Cam for what he did for me, you know what I'm saying? He put me on a platinum album, you know what I'm saying? He put me on a gold album. I can't complain about nothing, you know what I'm saying? I appreciate everything Cam did for me. I appreciate everything that Diplomats did for me, you know what I'm saying? Including everyone, you know what I'm saying?
So KASA, can you tell me about heading out to Chicago and beginning to work with Lupe Fiasco?
Yeah, me and Lupe met through Bryce Wilson again. I battled Lupe over a phone, over a speakerphone, and the battle got like crazy intense over the phone. So he was like, "Yo, we're gonna come to New York in a few months. We're gonna continue this." Actually, the day of the first annual BET Awards, because I remember watching that with him when Jay came out with the bucket and they did 8 to the Izzo and all that. That's the day we battled. Me and Lupe battled for like 2 hours. I got real cool with him. You know what I'm saying? We stayed, acquainted. My deal at Blackground had fell through due to staff change and all that. It was either I can leave or be shelved or just wait till they want to work with me. So I left, you know what I'm saying? I left with, a lump sum of money. And, I was just on ice. So one day Bryce was like, yo, you need to go move out to Chicago with Lupe and them. They got a whole label situation. Chili fuck with you. You need to go out there, free Chili. Shout out to everybody that was down with First and 15. Chili, Lupe, Dan Ryan, my man Bugs. He worked with Kanye right now. He did a lot of ghost producing for Kanye. Prolific, Gemini, my boy Sport, whole team out there. So around the time when I did move out there, I had just caught a gun charge. You know what I'm saying? I used to walk around with my pistol like it was a phone. And we, I was going headed to a baby shower with my boy Double Trouble, and the D's pulled us over. And I got locked up for a gun. I wound up doing 5 years probation for it. So I was going back and forth to Chicago. When I came back from Chicago, when I left Chicago to come to New York for my sentencing, the crib that I lived in Chicago had got raided. So one of the artists, Gemini Sport, they called me and told me, yo, everything you've seen, everything that was at the crib, gone. All your clothes, everything is gone. They, the feds came in. So that's what stopped me from going back to Chicago.
So I wanted to ask you, man, what do you think about the way that the Chicago hip-hop scene has changed from, Common and Kanye West to Chief Keef and Little Durk, of course, rest in peace to King Von?
Everything gotta evolve, man. Gotta evolve. You know what I'm saying? The music is like that because that's the upbringing they're around. They're around a bunch of violence. That's what they're gonna talk about. It's just like with anybody, Mikey T. If you're around a bunch of lacrosse players all day and you rap, you're gonna have some songs about lacrosse. If you're around drug dealers and gangbangers, your music is gonna be about that. If you're in the church, your music is gonna be about that. People don't understand your music is gonna reflect your environment. So whatever your environment is, that's mainly with the music. It's a lot of drilling going on. You know what that is in Chicago. So they making the theme music for that. Is it negative? I can't say it's negative. Is it positive? I can't say it's positive. It's just good music. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I wish they would, I don't want nobody to be censored or nothing, and people, speak your reality. You know what I'm saying? But there's a lot of dope artists. I respect the drill scene. I got a lot of ties out in Chicago. I love Chicago. Chicago's like a second home to me.
And just for the record, I have never played lacrosse, for everybody watching. But yeah, man, that's definitely good perspective, man. It's just crazy to see what happened to King Von. Obviously, the whole internet was taken back by that.
That shit fucked me up.
I'm sure you might touch on it on your series on your YouTube channel in the future.
Yeah, I'm definitely. It's gonna be a violence and hip hop episode coming up real soon. That's gonna be the next episode and shit. I'm gonna get real deep and try to drop some gems on the younger guys out there that look up to guys like me and other rappers and stuff like that. Try to put their mind in a different perspective, give them a different perspective so they can kind of understand where they from and where they headed. You know what I'm saying? Just try to give them a different perspective. That's what UNKASA True Hip Hop Stories is about. It's just telling, the good, the bad, and the ugly of the music business. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of people think this shit is peaches and cream, and it's far from that.
Well, I'm going to attach a link to UNKASA's YouTube channel. It's definitely going out there crazy right now. UNKASA True Hip Hop Stories is definitely going off, man. I got to applaud you on that. So everyone watching, look in the description, and y'all can tap in with UNKASA's channel. But so from there, man, so when you were in Chicago, when did you get that call from Cameron to actually come back to New York? Or was that what it was?
Nah, this is what happened. Before I moved to Chicago, I did the Diplomat intro. I was in the studio session. They was recording the Diplomat album. I remember I was in a booth and, Dame walked in and, a couple of the pop and hip hop artists. So I was kind of nervous, you know what I'm saying? So I was fucking up my line. So Cam was like, yo, get the fuck out the booth and get your shit together. So me thinking he was flipping out when he wasn't really flipping. He just wanted me to go, smoke, gather my thoughts, go get back in the booth, do my shit. I left. The next day I was on 145th. Cam pulled this truck up mad fast. Damn near hit me. Hopped out on me like, yo, get the fuck in the truck. Don't ever leave one of my sessions again. Fuck is wrong with you? I'm trying to get you popping, nigga. The fuck nigga, you can't take a little pressure? Hopped in the truck. It was just me, him, and Guru. He took me down to the studio, Baseline. I think it was either Baseline or Sony, one of the big studios at this time. And the way the intro and everything, that's exactly how this shit happened. Cam was like, yo, it better be fire. You know what I'm saying? And Cam was basically coaching me. He was like, yo, I want you to spit it like this. I want you gonna be, you know, I didn't even know Cam was gonna put the intro on it. I didn't know what it was gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I didn't think I was gonna make the cut because, you know, a lot of people that was around the set that rhyme didn't make the cut. You know, JR Ryder, he didn't make the cut of the first album and stuff like that. And that was kind of like it started like a little animosity between me and him, you know what I'm saying? But that's my brother, you know what I'm saying? And me and him just recently had a talk around, like, just before the quarantine. We had a long talk, and we was just kidding. He told me how much he looked up to me back then and how much I motivated him. He like, yo, if you never knew, you motivated me to, you know, do what I was doing. I was like, yo, I appreciate that. And I did that, like I said, I did that before I left. I'm in Chicago in the basement. I go get some Swisher Sweets and a Double XL magazine with Dr. Dre, Eminem, and 50 Cent on the cover. And they just had a discography of all the albums that was coming out, who was on them, who produced it and all that. And that's how I found out I was on a Diplomat intro. It said Diplomat intro done by UNKASA. And that shit blew. Like, I almost jumped through the fucking roof. Like, I didn't even know. Like, and I think Lupe kind of felt some way about that because, you know, once I came back to New York and they heard the Diplomat album, they was like, yo, he down, he fucking with us, how he was fucking with them. It wasn't like that. I had laid the groundwork for the Diplomat shit before I even moved to Chicago. Because in the midst of that, I was still doing the Purple City mixtapes with Shice, you know what I'm saying, the Reloaded, the Matrix mixtapes and shit. So I was already, you know, in the mix with Dipset, but I was always doing my own thing. So that's how I got really introduced to Chicago.